Hey, it's Amanda. I just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about the energies and what we've been going through over the past few years, healing wise. So, if you are like the many of us who are sensitive creatures, um, you've probably been healing for the past few years. You probably started that self discovery journey over the past few years, and everything that we've essentially been through to heal um, actually was really good for the past few years that we've been going through because our reality was mirroring back to us what we needed to heal within ourselves. So if you haven't been consciously aware of your healing journey, you may have still been healing. You were just unaware of it. So here are a few things that I've picked up on and noticed that, or how others have been healing, but they've been doing it unconsciously. So I've been talking to a lot of people lately because a lot of people are wanting to start their healing journey and start working on connecting to their body, which that's why I'm here. I help people connect back into their body, where they can connect to their soul and attune themselves to their chakras, and that's really going to help them on their healing journey of self discovery, because all they really need to know is who is inside this body and why we pick this body. And I can help you with that. So I would do a few different things on you, like numerology, astrology, gene keys, human design, and of course, Reiki and channeling your own chakras to see what kind of traumas and stuff that you have been dealing with. Um, so remember that everything that you've been through over the past few years are patterns that you need to be aware of, and those patterns are going to help you dive in deep to what you need to be healing within. So if you can look back and reflect over those past few years, and really hone in on those patterns, um, be aware of those, bring those to me, and we can start discussing your journey and how we can help you get on that path of least resistance. Um, so I've identified three courses um, that the human body can be on. Um, and I'm not sure why it's these three, but right now I've only been working with the humans in our community, and what I've seen are three different distinct paths that we are on. So, one path is a neutral path. I call this a neutral path because they're not really going after their potential, but they are not causing any traumas or karma. So it's just very neutral. They're not really making any decisions. They're just going with what their everyday is telling them to do. Which not a lot of people are on that. Most people are on this second path that I've identified, and that is the rush syndrome. It's the stress path. I call it a stress path because it actually is creating an abundance of stress within your body. So you are moving through life very fast paced. You are rushing around and probably late to many things. Um, if not late, you are in a rush to get ready to make it there on time. So that rush uh, level is one of the three. So I talked about the neutral, and I talked about the stress one, and then the third one that I've identified is a slower pace, and I call that the light path. not like it's lit up. I mean, it does show a very bright and positive path when you step on this, but light as in it feels light like a feather, and there is hardly any resistance. So there's no stress, there's no bumping heads with this energy. It's very free flowing, and you're able to really dive into your full potential and raise your vibrations. So the higher you are vibing, the calmer and slower you may seem. So if you have that high vibration and you're very confident in the way that you speak and walk in life, you are on that light path. But if it is very stressful and things keep coming into your reality that is causing disturbances, that is that stress path. And if you have no drive at all and no motivation, and you're just steadily on a track of your mundane daily routine, that's the neutral path. And a lot of people think they're depressed in this path, which, yeah, I mean, yeah, you are in some depressive states. There's not a lot of joy happening, and there's not a lot of decision making, and so there's no changes. But what we need to understand is that that path has the greatest potential, because you can you can change your path anytime you want. I would say that the stress path is harder to release. It will involve some energy work and some shadow work. But the light path may only entail a few conversations, and you can pick up where you left off. You just needed a little guidance. And that neutral path, it's great potential. You can really reflect on what you've been going through over the past few years, and then that can catapult you to that light path. Or it can send you into the stress path. So really, just knowing what path you're on has great potential for, your next steps, what you need to be doing in your next current steps. So if you want to hang out and chat this week about your human design, about your gene keys, about healing, or just getting some Reiki and some energy healing, then just holler at me and I will be here. Bye, guys.